First off, I just want to say thank you to you all for being here. This is amazing. This is only my second actual gala, but this is just amazing to see so many people here. I want to recognize a few people first. If you've ever volunteered in the last 15 years as a coach or anything else with Paladin, could you stand up right now if you've ever been a volunteer? Thanks for grabbing my butt, Kevin. Okay, I know there's more. Thank you so much. Our kids, thank you. The thousands of kids that we've reached over the last 15 years, thank you very much for that. If you are one of our board members and you're here tonight, will you please stand up? We've got board members, Katie, back in the back over there. Sit down, sit down. Thank you very much. And then just a round of applause for our gala committee and all the volunteers that put on tonight. So, if this is the first time that you've been at one of these galas, can you just cheer? Is first timers? Everybody's been here before? So I don't know what you know about Paladin, but my fear is that you don't know exactly what we do. You see photos of kids playing sports around here, and sports are awesome. I mean, we love sports, that's our vehicle. But our vision is to change the culture of sports, right? And the culture of sports right now is really, really dark, right? We have kids whose families can't afford to put them in rec sports, let alone any kind of club sports, so sports are immediately off the table for them. We've got boys playing in girls' sports that shouldn't be playing in girls' sports. We've got high school students putting on Twitter that they're changing schools like we care. Like, you probably left that school because the coach was just a little bit too hard on you and you just needed a softer place to land. So the culture of sports right now it's just dark, and to change the culture of sports, it's an awesome vision. It rolls off the tongue. We love to say it, but it really means to be a light in the darkness that is the youth sports culture and the amateur sports culture right now. And even in the pros. I worked for Major League Baseball for 20 years. I just retired last October because of the culture. I mean, it was more about DEI and my social platform than it was about the sport that I was playing or the character that I was trying to show to young kids growing up. And so changing the culture of sports is something that's very important to us. And the way that we are the light of that is putting Christ as the center of sports. And there's no character trait that you can possess that Christ didn't show us first. And so keeping him center and keeping him forefront is the most important thing, and that's how we change. Something that's been going through my mind this week a lot, and I don't think it's ironic that we're having this tonight, was just this thought that when you go out, when you're a coach or you're a player or whatever, you go out to the court, you go out to the field, you go out to the pitch. If Christ isn't there, it's because you didn't bring him with you, and that is the mantra that we have to have as coaches, as parents. And that's what we're trying to instill in our kids, right? Is that if you want Christ to be out on that pitch, that field, that court, if you want to raise up good, strong Christian athletes, then you have to bring Christ with you. And that's how we're changing the culture of sports, and that's the most important thing. As we've been doing this for 15 years, and I've been back on board now for a couple years. I stepped away for a few years, and that's why I don't know most of you, unfortunately, and I hope to get to know you as the night goes on. We've been out in the Santan Valley area for about almost 16 years now. We serve, we started with 35 kids in our first T-ball program. We're serving about 3,500 kids a year now. That's amazing. But my question is, why? Is that it? Is that all we're going to do after 15 years? And the answer is no, that's not all we're going to do. I mean, we can't stop there. If we stop there, then we have taken everything that God has done out in this area for 15 years, and we've just said, that was enough. And that can't be enough. We're being called as an organization to take what we've done out here for 15 years and just take it across the state. And so our goal at the end of 2026, if we're serving 3,500 kids a year now, is to be serving 25,000 kids at the end of 2026 in 3 years, as we take what we've done out here, the progress that we've made out here, the generational impact that we've made out here through families, through kids, through schools and churches, and take that across the valley. And at the end of 2026, mark my words right now, we will be serving 25,000 kids a year. So in 2026, 2027 Gala, if we're not there, I won't be here. No, I'm just kidding. Look, I'll wrap this up. I'll land this really quick. There's ways that you can help us get there, okay? First and foremost, this is something as an organization, Ty, Blake, and myself, like we've been working on this over the course of 2023. Like, this is something that God has put on our hearts, so much so that Blake and I both left our jobs to do this full time in 2024. Like, we're that serious about it. But first and foremost, there's no way that we can do this without God. Like, God has to be first. Like, prayer. Number one ask tonight. Like, I see that total going up. That is amazing. But God is so much bigger than any number that could show up on that screen. Okay? And so first and foremost, we need your prayer. We absolutely need your prayer. We need your prayer as we talk with partners as we move across the valley, churches, schools, as we try to plant, as we try to make those partnerships, form those relationships with organizations across the state so that we can go into those communities and start to impact the way that we've impacted out here. We've done amazing things out here, but like, we can't stop here, okay? This is our state, these are our families, these are the people that we love and the communities that are important to us that we need to bring our programming to. Second, tell anybody and everybody about what we're doing. I've talked to a lot of you tonight, and it's like, oh, Paladin's great. Like, what are you guys about? We've been around for 15 years. You don't know about us. Like, we need to get the word out. And so whatever you can do to help with that would be amazing. And third, if you can bid, if you have the ability to bid, to donate, if you know companies that do, please help in that way if possible. If all you can do, again, is pray or volunteer, whatever you can do, we want you on this ship as we move over the next 3 years to reach 25,000 kids. Thank you so much for being here. God bless.